Welcome back. I bet you weren't expecting this. Obviously, I had to have a new show in place considering the end of Mushoku Tensei last week, so why not go back to something that I used to enjoy quite a lot and was practically the beginning of my channel with Konosuba. Although, of course, without it being a third season or anything, at least bide my time with a little sideshow. Are you ready to delve back into the world of Konosuba, one that is filled with perils, and characters that are a little larger than life, possibly not, maybe a little too large, and who make decisions that really, I don't think has ever worked out well for them. But hey, that means entertainment for us. Hopefully you'll be eagerly awaiting what's coming up, so grab yourself a drink, make yourself comfortable, because we're going to start the journey all over again. Some more Konosuba. Although this time, a bit more explosive. Oh. Starting off with some fairly interesting little visuals. The build-up of a spell. These were always quite nice. How much is going to be left of the historical monument, that pyramid there? Was that her origin story, why she followed the path of explosions? And from there, enthralled by... Oh, there he goes. By the glory of those explosions. So the early on life, her journey, her origins, how she first set off. It can only go well. I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few characters, some that we've met before. Yeah, there goes any traces of what once was a structure there. That she had finally finished. Big explosion. Like, monster or not. They probably did, but... I mean... But now that she's given you the thanks, is she going to help with the puzzle? You said anything. Don't renege on that now. So about this all-powerful mage and whatnot. She seems to be losing a lot of composure here. Well, I suppose she may be able to at least accomplish that much. Why don't you tell her of what is capable first? Give her a list, a choice, multiple options to choose from. Well, we know the pitfalls of learning such magic. Being looked down on by the child. The most powerful kind, however, that's all she needs to hear. Well, there's the crawfish. At least they'll be having quite a lot to eat. Having fun with the sunflowers. It's almost as if they passed something just now. Can she have a bucket as well? Take good care of that crawfish. What a welcome home. Blah. They've already got real meat. How is such a thing possible? The fact that we saw her origin, her backstory back when she was learning, was just eating the leftover crusts from bread. Quite a humble upbringing. What is this weird thing? A particularly strange customer who decided to take their labour. They can't afford tea, not out here. Interesting headpiece. Hopefully to many more sales. He is great at customer service positions, isn't he? You best not interrupt this sale. Or hell to be paid. Someone who acknowledges him! Hopefully he won't put her off. I mean, many a useful trinket there, but does it come with a warranty? How much? And a sale is made. Or should be coming back demanding recompense for the promise there of a good journey. And not the patchwork things that we saw before. It worked The fact this family gets on so well in some of their conversations. Got a new uniform, one that could be now passed down for many generations. Can they afford the tea? Wait a minute, what? Yeah. She has no idea what's going on with that conversation, just because everyone else was surprised. At least someone's clapping. He's got to find some way to... There we go. Just drag him away. Are you sure you want to learn here? Went about as well as my first day at high school. There's some interesting designs here from our fellow students. And how many of them have the same personality defects? Is she going to repay her for the food that was just so generously given to her? Well, I guess she is remembered slightly. How could any of us truly forget the pitiful creature that is Union? Everything that she attempts turns out so well. Arrival on her very first day. Yep. I mean, there would be times when students are left to their own devices to talk amongst themselves, but on the first day, I don't think it would be immediate like that. So now it's time for That's a big book that she has. She heard something there. Now there's probably a reason for that. It's powerful, but now talking down on her life's ambitions there, making a joke out of it. If you've got a big enough mana pool, then surely there's some use for it. We've seen how it can be applied in the future, but going in front of the rest of the class. 5 points. Is it just the main thing you really need to pay attention to? The thing that really counts is to look cool. I mean, it's the Crimson Demons. Their definition of cool, though, might need a little work. Puchin. Is he about to get struck by his own lightning? Okay, he makes somewhat of a case for looking cool there, but the excess magic used just to add a little performance. I actually, initial first day task and icebreaker thing. Yep. Good that they have a odd number of students in the class. She needs to raise her eyeline slightly. Interesting. Interesting starting poses for some of them. The Donka? How long are they practicing these? We only accept cash. Yeah. You can't really barter and have tabs started. How much was she really already planning her great speech? Speak up a little. I mean, she has her own charms and ways about magic, but maybe not a greatest fit for this place. Eh? Again. Now this is how you do it. This is proper acting. Well, they might need to wipe down the camera lens. If only she puts as much effort into actually doing well in school. Fuck's sake. Immediate recovery. Doing so well and trying to help out there, while also getting to miss part of the lesson. Now, he should not have pulled those clouds in. Can you start that? Yeah. That bluster once they're inside. Huh? Your first assignment, and it will be graded. Catch the flowers. Flawed by some flowers. When in doubt, blame the dark gods. I feel like they should probably have a better boundary if the flower beds can be this dangerous. Along with half the school, yeah. The implementation of certain magic. And yet, why did she help out, get her away from the teacher? It's not as if any of us really forgot A, character traits, and B, personal motivations of how it really worked out. It would be so odd if it was different at all from how we knew it. The light, the chant, everything about it would have been quite the spectacle. Sealed away for another time. I wonder if she actually kept that puzzle or possibly managed to sell it off at all. Might be worth a pretty penny. But visualize your future, what you want to achieve. Oh dear. No matter how many people ridicule. Unless you make them in trying to learn explosion magic, then maybe choose a different life path. At least she didn't lose that boundless optimism. I wonder how many more sales they're going to make at the family store, considering we know that they don't exactly move into much better accommodation or fix up some of the holes. It's all about the performance. Let's be fair, not the catchiest of songs. Could have been slightly better. Ah. Didn't expect to see Chumusuke. These are the previews. Not sure if I'm going to watch these. Let's see if they do anything fun. Gargoyles. But yeah, one of the main lessons to be learned throughout all of this is with enough energy, enthusiasm, and belief in yourself, anything is possible. As long as that anything is really trimmed down to mainly only mean looking stylish to the other members of your own clan. But if we're going to be regaled with the tales from before, How many more dark gods are going to be released? One devastating attack on the tulip patch. What next? The lords of the underworld ransacking the kitchen pantry. Those dastardly gods. It is both amusing and probably very unbeneficial to everyone, where pretty much anything that can go wrong, we'll just blame it on the dark gods with enough gusto. Someone will buy it. No wonder they're fighting an uphill struggle with these lesson plans. I will say, though, that Megumin actually bringing that large book along, finding out that there's certain things have been left out of the syllabus, whether it be because of safety fears, not going to be that one, or just not being an applicable magic that really helps out. How many more dumb situations are they going to find themselves in, though? Are we going to see Yunjun's solitary birthday party? Megumin's hunger for the bread? But with certain new characters being introduced and shown off, ones that we haven't ever really seen before. What's their place in this? Are they any relation to the demon commanders? And damn, I had his name a second ago. Someone like Beldia. The headless Dullahan. Or I guess maybe Wiz as well. That would have been an easier one. But I'm guessing that throughout all of their education now, it's not just going to be small lessons and tests. They'll find themselves in some situation or another, if not solving more puzzles, unlocking the seals on more. But how long is it going to actually be before they pick up the first spell? Or in Megumin's case, anything at all until explosion magic comes along? We know that she's going to be working hard, but doubly so if everything's going to have to be a physical push through of all of her struggles. I wonder how tiresome certain jokes are going to be, though. When you've heard them for the 4,000th time. I want to see Chimasuke or any of the other little critters and beings. But this was amusing, wasn't it? As a first foray back into the world. Obviously, only really the Crimson Demons, their village. Exactly how I remember it. Style over substance, 100% of the time. One thing that Konosuba really did have going for it previously was in, certainly, the explosion magic. Having the magic circles and filaments and elements and sparkles that we get to see. It was definitely a sight for sore eyes. And I think also, as I saw in several moments of this episode, the looseness that characters have, they don't exactly need to adhere to certain character models most of the time. Gave it a certain energy, one that I feel might fare well with the Crimson Demons. But really, once again, keep hold of any sort of tulip bulbs. I don't believe this is going to be a particularly painless journey or education. It's going to be slightly sour without the likes of Aqua or Kazuma running around ruining things themselves. With plenty more characters, maybe they'll bounce off of each other quite well. I have to see, though. So if you're here for magic or just dumb antics, stick around. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, consider leaving a like and a comment on the video. If I've done something to entertain you, possibly subscribe. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. I want to see you in the next one. Leviathan of the freezing song, proudest empress of the looming darkness, accept my instruction. With all the power that be, help out on my Patreon. Help support the channel a bit longer. Because truly, with the thanks of Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Guado, Tori Jane, Croyville, Kite, Light Wizard 91, Mega 42, Diego Zenhausen, Maxwell Cardboard, and everyone else, I can truly be who I am, not have to hide away in the shadows. Although I am still quite fearful of YouTube copyright.